Hello, Natalie. Good morning, Dominic. Hello, Paige. Hi, Mom. Happy Arbor Day, everybody. Yay! Good morning. I don't see any sun. It's pretty darn cloudy, but that is okay. We can still see a lot of cool stuff outside, and rain is good for the trees. And, right, the trees need it, so we'll let them have it, right? Especially the ones that haven't put their leaves out yet. They can't really soak in the sun yet anyway, so, you know, that's okay. Hello, Morgan. Hope everybody is doing well today. Hello, John and Jude. Hello. Hello, Ellie and Elias. Hello, Grayson. Hope you guys are doing well today. Oh, Dominic. I can't see you right now, but I want to, and I'm so happy you're watching. Hello, Millen. Millen. The Book of Nothing. The Book of Nothing is still at large. At large means I cannot find it. It has gone someplace, but you know what? Next week, I have a plan. I have a plan in place to find the Book of Nothing. Hi, Violet. Hi, Daksha. Hello, Talon. Yeah, no, we're going to find it. We're going to find it, and I have a plan, and it's absolutely going to happen next week. Hello, Evangeline and Eleanor. No, I know. It's crazy. I've torn the house apart. I can only think that it's some kind of house elf that's at work. Yeah, but that's okay. We have a plan. Hello, Etta and Maisie. When we do find it, oh, it'll be glorious, right? Hello, Antonio. Hope you guys are doing well. Good morning, Anna. All right, guys. I think it's time to get started. Everybody ready to sing? All right, let's sing. Good morning, how are you? Good morning, how are you? How are you this special day? We're so glad you came to play. Good morning, how are you? And hello, Livia. All right, guys, guess what? Guess what? It's Arbor Day. This is a super awesome sign that Lily made. Can you guys read it? Can you read it? And you're totally right, Damien. That's right. That's why we have house elf problems. It says H-A-P-P-Y, happy, A-R-B-O-R, Arbor Day, D-A-Y. Good morning, Riley and Alice. What's Arbor mean? What? Arbor's just a name that means tree. It really means Happy Tree Day. Why couldn't they have said that? I don't know. I guess it sounds fancier this way, right? Arboreal is actually a really cool word that means something that lives in a tree or something that has to do with trees. So, happy Arbor Day to all of you. I love trees. I love trees so much. Maybe too much. Maybe too much. Yeah, Lily agrees. I've planted so many little saplings in the past year, most of which have survived. They're just so cool. They're so cool in so many ways. And we are going to talk about some of those incredible ways that trees just make our lives so much better and just are so beautiful and amazing. Ooh, yay, Michigan, land of trees. Love it. All right, guys, but first let's do our calendar. There we go. Let's take a look. It is Kindness Friday, as you can see, and specifically today we're talking about being kind to our tree friends. How we love them. All right, what is our number for today? Do you guys know? What do you think? It has a 2 and then a 4. If the 2's in front, it means it's a 20 number, right? 24. It's 24. And what's the month? April. It's April. And what's the day of the week? See, it starts with an F, Friday. Today is Friday. Today is Friday. April 24th. April 24th. 2020. That is the day. That is the day. All right, let's see. It's Friday. When we hear Friday, let's grow like trees and wave our leaves. Okay, ready? Days of the week. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. Ooh, look, I have a snake for leaves. And then there's Saturday, days of the week. days of the week.
11 trees.
True. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. All right, snakes do absolutely sometimes stay in trees. I have seen them there on a hike, which was pretty cool. Yep, you agree? Do you like trees, Snake? Uh-huh, yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't like trees, right? We love them. What's not to love? All right, guys, it is time for Weather Bear. Weather Bear, somebody, Amelia, stop. That's not the Weather Bear. That's my sweater. All right, falling apart. All right. It will be in the mid-50s again today, and rainy, raincoat, not here. That's okay. We'll make her a little umbrella. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I think it might storm later. Definitely rain. It was raining this morning. So, rain. Good for the trees, right? They got to drink in that water because they are alive, just like we learned about yesterday. All right. Our plant of the day, naturally, is a tree. Here is a tree, a glorious tree. This is just a little baby tree. But what kind is it? That's the question. Today, we're going to be tree scientists or dendrologists, and we are going to figure out what kind of tree this is. Not only that, but you are going to find your favorite tree, and you're going to try and figure out what kind of tree your favorite tree is. Because once we know about what kind of a tree it is, then we can know all sorts of things about it. We can know its history. We can know how people used it in the past. Like a lot of times Native Americans use trees for medicine or food or for tea. We can know all about what sort of flowers it makes when it's older. You can know all kinds of things about a tree by knowing its name. What does it need to eat? What special nutrients does it need from the soil? Knowing something's name gives you lots and lots of information about what it is. The power of language and of learning. All right, guys. So we're going to get started with an awesome book.
No, you're not.
Oh, no, we are not, because Lily has remembered that we are actually going to have a song. Thank you, Lily, as usual, on the ball. All right, so get up. We're going to dance to a tree song. We danced to this one in class. Hit it, Lily. Let's see. Is it very loud? How do I turn it up?
I'll
Turn it up, yeah. There we go. Trunks, branches, leaves, roots, trunks, branches, leaves, buds and fruits and flowers and the leaves. Those are the parts of trees. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. No, trees don't have those. Sure don't. Roots and trunks and branches and some leaves. Those are the parts of trees. Trees. Everybody be a tree. Let's sway in the breeze. We're sprouting up from seeds in the ground. Woo! Remember, we saw some tree seeds, didn't we? Those Samara helicopters. That's right, those are tree seeds. And acorns. Woo! Branches, leaves. Roots, trunks, branches, leaves. Buds and fruits and flowers in the breeze. Those are the parts of trees.
Sure they do.
Yep. Eyes, mouth, and nose. No, trees don't have those. Sure don't. And branches and some leaves. Those are the parts of trees.
You sing them.
Oh, shoot, we're supposed to know it. Trunks, branches, leaves. Roots, trunks, branches, leaves. Roots and fruits and flowers in the breeze. Those are the parts of trees.
Great job.
Trees. Oh, we sway. We're being trees. Are sprouting up from seeds. Seeds, blowing in the breeze. Up from seeds. Oh, shoulders, knees and toes. No, trees don't have those. Sure don't. And trunks and branches and some leaves. Those are the parts of trees.
parts of trees.
All right, thank you, Lily. All right, I will post a link to that song on YouTube so that you guys can watch it for yourselves. Lots of fun, that one. Forever, every day, why not? Then we would actually know the words, which would be exciting. All right, as I was saying, this awesome book is called A Tree is Nice. Oh my gosh.
And you stress out and you say,
Okay. I did stress out a little when I couldn't find it, and I spent maybe 2 hours looking for it. That's okay. So, but we have it now. Thank goodness. Okay. All right. A Tree is Nice by Janice May Udry. Pictures by Mark Cement. There we go. All right. It's a gorgeous tree. All right. Trees are very nice. They fill up the sky. Oh, what a lovely sight that is. They go beside rivers and down the valleys. They live up on hills. Even trees that aren't alive anymore are very important, right? All sorts of bugs live in them. Trees make up the woods. They make everything beautiful. They sure do. Even if you have just one tree, it's nice too. A tree is nice because it has leaves. One reason. The leaves whisper in the breeze all summer long. In the fall, the leaves come down and we play in them. We walk in the leaves and roll in the leaves. We build playhouses out of the leaves. Then we pile them up with our rakes and have a bonfire. You could also compost them. That is a great thing to do. You make a great big pile of them and then eventually they decompose and they have all sorts of nutrients for your soil. So that's a great thing to do. Woo! Looks like the sun's coming out. A tree is nice because it has a trunk and limbs. We can climb the tree and see over all the yards. We can sit on a limb and think about things or play pirate ship up in the trees. Have you ever played with a tree? Have you ever climbed a tree? Maybe. Some trees are good for climbing. If it is an apple tree, we can climb it to pick the apples. Have you ever gone apple picking in the fall? That's a lot of fun, isn't it? Cats get away from dogs by going up the tree. Birds build nests in trees and live there. Sticks come off trees too. We draw in the sand with sticks. We love to play with sticks, don't we? Sticks are a lot of fun. A tree is nice to have a swing in or a basket of flowers. It is a good place to lean your hoe while you rest. It's just a relaxing sort of thing, isn't it? A tree is nice because it gives shade. The cows lie down in the shade when it's hot. When we take walks in the summer, it sure is nice to have a tree that you can walk under, right? It makes things so much nicer. People can have picnics there too, and the baby takes his nap in his buggy in the shade. Oh, what a pleasant scene. So nice. Look at that lady. That's me right there. A tree is nice for a house to be near. The tree shades the house and keeps it cool. Isn't that nice? The tree holds off the wind and keeps the wind from blowing the roof off the house. What? Well, I don't think that's going to happen, but okay. A tree is nice to plant. In order to plant it, you dig the biggest hole you can and put the little tree in. Then you pour lots of water and then the dirt. You hang the shovel back in the garage. Every day for years and years, you watch the little tree grow. You say to people, I planted that tree. It takes a long time, a lifetime sometimes. They wish they had one so they could go home and plant a tree too. Can you guys find the word tree there? Do you guys see it? Which one do you think is tree? Yep, you got it. How do we know, Amelia? T-R-E-E. That's the word tree right there. Tree. T-R-E-E. You got it. Awesome. Okay, so that's some of the reasons that we love trees. What are other reasons? Well, I love them because they actually can talk to each other. Not in words. They don't say, hi there, how are you doing, Jane? Oh, I'm pretty good. But they can actually talk with their roots in the ground, which is super cool. They have found that trees in Africa, if a giraffe is coming and a giraffe is eating the leaves of some of the trees don't really like that, right? The giraffes love it, sure, but the trees don't like it. So the trees will actually talk to the other trees down the line and say, oh, watch out, make your leaves taste really bad because a giraffe is coming. Do you believe they can do that? That's incredible, right? Who knew, right? I think that actually might be an airborne message. Another thing that they can do is they actually can take care of things that are sick and are old, just like us, right? If you see a tree stump, a stump can't make nutrients or food for itself, right? But the other trees around it will actually give nutrients to the stump through the roots in the ground to help keep it alive. Isn't that incredible? Oh, I love that. So cool. So those are some of the reasons that I love trees. This is a book. We're not going to read the entire thing, but this gives you some great information on trying to identify trees. Because like I said, when you identify something, when you know the word for it, suddenly you're so much more powerful. You know what it needs. You know how people have used it. You know all kinds of things about it. Knowing what something is powerful. So this is called Nature All Around Trees. By Pamela, Hickman, and Carolyn, Gavin. Like I said, we're not going to read the whole thing. We'll mostly look at these pictures. All right. So it says here, did I miss one? Trees are all around us. Here is an example of so many trees. When you look outside, you can see probably lots of different kinds of trees too. And right now, a lot of those trees are flowering, right? So they are really, really beautiful. All right, trees up close. This tells you about some of the ways that you can identify a tree. You can look at its leaves, right? In our song, we talked about leaves. You can look at its trunk or its bark. Is it smooth? Is it bumpy? Is it scaly? Strips. You'll see all of these trees around our neighborhood. What kind of seeds does it have? Right now, a lot of trees are putting out seeds. You can see the maple helicopter, Samaras. If it has that, then you might think it's a maple. You can look at its branches and how they grow. Are they right next to each other? Do they alternate? And the roots are another part. Of course, it's hard for us to observe roots because if we started digging around in there, we would hurt the roots. So we can't really see those, but we know that they're there. There are two different kinds of trees. This is a big word, deciduous, and this is evergreen. A deciduous tree loses its leaves in the fall, and then you play in them. An evergreen tree does not lose its leaves, like a Christmas tree. All those needles on a Christmas tree, those are actually the leaves, and they do not drop, right, until the tree is no longer alive. Right. Okay. Different kinds of leaves. This is a crucial way to identify a tree. That means very important, crucial. You can look at the shape of the leaf, and that will tell you a lot about what kind of leaf it is. This is an ash tree. We used to have one of these, but it died, so we had to cut it down. But it has actually a lot of babies in my yard that it produced over the years. So I can go out and say hi to the ash babies that we have. We have all kinds, hickory, sumac, weeping willow. You see those? Sugar maple. You guys have definitely seen that kind, I'm sure. Let's see, red oak. We also have black oak and white oak all over the place. American sycamore. I love sycamore trees. They're so beautiful. Sycamore trees have a really cool thing they do with their seeds where they make these little balls, and the balls just hang off the tree, and they hang there most of the winter. So it looks like they've decorated themselves for Christmas, which I think is really, really cool. So those are some of the different leaves that you'll see. There's so many though. This is a picture of a young tree and photosynthesis at work. Photosynthesis is their superpower of turning sunlight into food. So that's how that's happening right there. This is how a tree grows up. You can see the seed there, and first it puts down roots, and then up comes the stem, more roots, leaves, then it grows and grows, right? Just like our sunflowers. So you can see here, this is a, oh, hello, cat. This is the trunk of a tree that has been cut in half. A tree actually adds another ring to its trunk every year, and you can tell whether that year has been a lot of water. If it's rained a lot, it's going to be a real thick ring, and if it hasn't rained a lot, then it'll be a thin ring. So it's really cool, actually. If a tree has died, an old tree, you can cut it down and you can look. It's like a history record. You can see, oh, 100 years ago there was a really dry year because it's really thin. Isn't that crazy? We can actually sort of go back in time with trees. It's insane. Life after death. So even after a tree dies, it's an important part of the forest. You can see all these animals using it even after it has fallen. All right, so trees in spring. This looks familiar, right? We see a lot of trees like this. This is a magnolia tree. The magnolias have actually dropped their petals now, and they now have leaves. But you can definitely see a lot of dogwood trees in bloom now. They're going crazy. Azalea bushes are also beautiful this time of year. So look for the dogwoods if you're going to go for a walk, because they are in a beautiful bloom right now. And that's more information about how they reproduce with their flowers. Trees in the summer. They've got their leaves out. They're soaking in that sun. They are growing. They are loving life unless it gets too dry. Here you can see some nuts that trees produce. If you eat nuts, then you've probably eaten some of these that come off a tree. Walnuts, hazelnuts, pecans, almonds, chestnuts, all are grown off of trees. So cool. Trees in fall. Oh, look at those colors. Man, they really get pretty. That's another way that you can help identify a tree is in the fall. You can see the colors that it turns, and that can also help you tell what it is. Trees in winter. Super cool. Okay, so winter's hard for anybody to be outside, and it can be hard for trees as well. So they do some really cool things to their bodies, to their trunk, their bodies, yeah, to prepare for winter, to try and make sure that their insides do not freeze. And one way that they make sure that their insides do not freeze is sap. You might have gone to a forest. If you go to Irvine Nature Center, there are other places where you can go and you can actually drill a tree and you can get the sap out of it. And that sap for the tree is what it's using to keep itself from freezing. But for us, we can take that sap and we can boil it and we can make maple syrup out of it. So, you know, we do all kinds of things with trees. Oh, they're so cool. Can't even take it. All right, these are the different forest regions of the United States. It's important to remember that even though we are surrounded by our trees here, around our country and around our world, there are many different kinds of trees, and some of them are just amazing. There are ones with rainbow bark. There are ones with roots. Rainbow. Yes, the rainbow eucalyptus. Yes. Yes, so much down on your face. All right, we're going to look up pictures of that. I encourage you to look up pictures of strange trees. Just Google strange trees. You would not believe the things you see. The baobab tree in Africa. I mean, it's just, there's so much. It's crazy. So many amazing things. All right, and here are some of the animals that love to live in trees and that use trees. So many, and you don't even see us. We use them all the time. We use them a little too much, right? All right, so here are some of the ways that you can tell apart the tree. Again, you can look at the silhouette as well. The silhouette is like the outline of the tree. That helps you to identify it. The leaves right here, again, the flowers and the cones, those are a way that you can tell. Yeah, what do the buds look like? Even in the winter, you can identify a tree by looking at what kinds of buds there are, what color is the bark, etc. Oh, here's some strange trees. There we go. So you can see some pictures here. Trees with knees. Look at that mangrove tree. What? Crazy town. Toxic trees. Well, that's poisonous. That's a bit dangerous. Okay. Bean trees, like the catalpa. I have a catalpa growing in my yard. It's really cool. Look at that one. Bristlecone pine. Camouflage trees. The sycamore has a camouflage pattern on it. And a beech tree. Let's see. Oh, beech trees and some oak trees have a cool quality. They are mersescent. Mersescent means that they actually keep their leaves throughout the winter. So if you went to the tire park, exactly. A lot of people think it's to protect the buds. If you went hiking in the tire park at all this winter, you would see that actually there were a lot of leaves on the trees. They weren't green, but they were sort of thin and papery. That's because those are beech trees. And beech trees keep their leaves all winter. They're just dropping them now, and now they're getting their green leaves. So yes, that is a beech tree. Super cool. All right. So endangered trees. Endangered trees. What book did we read on Earth Day about endangered trees? Amelia? The Lorax, right? The Lorax is sad because so many people cut down his beautiful trees. people cut down a lot of trees, too many trees, right? We can cut down some because, we need wood for our houses, etc. But we often tend to just cut them down without any thought for how many we're cutting down or who else uses those trees, what animals, the earth, the air, the trees also give us air to breathe. We just don't think about that sometimes. We need to be more careful, right? So there are definitely endangered trees that you can find. All right, so we are gonna go on a tree exploration today. So what you are gonna do is you're gonna find your favorite tree. Do you have a tree that you love already? Maybe it's a tree in your yard that you think is really cool. Maybe there's a tree that you see on a walk that you've noticed, and every time you pass by, you're like, that's a cool tree. You should go find that tree today. If it's not raining, pouring, but it's not pouring right now. So it's probably, you could go after this if you wanted. Go to that tree, find that tree. The tree's gonna be a little wet, but you know what? I say give that tree a hug because why not, right? We have to social distance from people, but not from the trees. Whoa, Amelia, careful. Jeez, child. All right, so, give that tree a hug because you love it and it is a super cool living thing, just like you are. And then see if you can identify it. You're gonna look for number 1, leaf shape. What do the leaves look like, right? On our little trees here, look at the leaves. The leaves look a little bit like this, right? A little bit. So that's the shape of that one. Number 2, you can look at the bark. Is the bark scaly like this, or is it really smooth? Let's see this one. This one has really smooth bark, right? It's also very little, and a lot of times little trees have smooth bark anyway, but that's okay. When it grows up, this one will have smooth bark. Number 3, you can look at, does it have flowers, right? That's a really important clue. Does it have flowers? This one does not, right? So, or at least it doesn't have flowers that I can see. Number 4, I'm going to put a question mark because you can add in other information about where that tree is. For instance, some of the crazy, like a mangrove tree or a baobab tree, it's probably not that if it's from around here because those kind of trees don't really grow around here. So you can use what you know about where you found the tree, and that way you can also identify it. Now, once you know those things, you can do a variety of things. You can go to a book. If you have a tree book, that will help you identify it once you know those things. That is awesome to do. I can try and post some resources as well for common trees around our area. You can also get the iNaturalist app. There are other apps too, but I use that one on your phone. Really cool resource. You take a couple of pictures of it and then you can actually click on what did I see, and then it will give you good suggestions of what it might be. So you can use a computer to look it up too. So lots of resources once you know these crucial things. Now I know for a fact that with smooth bark and leaves shaped like this, and it's from around here, and it doesn't have flowers right now. This is actually Amelia's. It is not this part of this tree. This is a little, it is alive. No, it is. It's just not part of this tree. I know that this is a beech tree. I have figured that out. So hopefully it will grow and it will live. So I love that beech tree. I have so many favorite trees. I've got a weeping cherry that I've been protecting in the front yard. I've got
a lot of years.
Yeah. And there's a maple outside that's really special to me because when I was nursing my Amelia, I used to look at it all the time because I spent a lot of time on the couch and I just looked at the trees. So, there's so many special trees. Anyway, I could go on about trees all day long, but I hope you guys spend some time today for Arbor Day going out and just thinking about trees. Try and identify trees, give trees a hug, read books about trees, just think about them all the day, and let's all promise together to try and take care of trees because they're so important. They really are, and they deserve our respect. All right, guys, let's sing our goodbye song. Are you ready? It's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Wave goodbye to everyone. It's time to say goodbye. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. Wave goodbye to everyone. We had a lot of fun. We'll see you again on Monday. We'll see you again on Monday. Wave goodbye to everyone. We'll see you again on Monday. Bye-bye, everybody. Happy Arbor Day.